The idea of soldier socks came from a real simple request from a Marine then serving in Afghanistan. We're not living on bases, we're living in Jeeps and foxholes. We don't have enough water to drink, let alone take a shower. So can you please send tube socks, because we're hiking all day, and baby wipes for personal hygiene. And so I saw this as an opportunity to really make a small difference.
His organizational skills, his enthusiasm, his initiative, and you just give him something to work with and he just moved on.
Soldier Socks has shipped over 55,000 pounds to 53 units in Iraq and Afghanistan. So it's just been fun to watch that really grow and morph from packing socks in my garage to where we get shipments from all over the country.
People showed them we care about you and the sacrifice that you've given.
And as the wars wound down, we thought, okay, we wanted to focus on some new things. What can we do? It was an accident. We tripped across an article in the magazine on the exosuit.
It's just a suit that a paralyzed veteran can put on that enables him or her to get up and walk.
To see somebody who's paralyzed from the chest down stand and walk is fascinating. Soldier Socks initially committed to funding 10 exobionic suits at $140,000 each. And I always knew that once we got the first suit funded, the rest would fall into place. When you see what the suit does and how it affects somebody's life across the board is great.
Chris has done a very effective job also from the standpoint of education.
The Maxwell Scholarship is a scholarship that will be given to a post 9/11 veteran to fund their graduate career, to support those who have served but now want to continue life in public service but as private citizens.
Creating a scholarship program that actually opens the door to really leadership opportunities for America's veterans in service to all Americans.
This is a man who's a very successful businessman, and when you experience success in the business world, you can translate that to the philanthropic world.
I can't imagine how he fits it all in, and he is pretty incredible.
He's just a warm, caring type of individual, and you can't say no.
I'm interested in helping U.S. troops because not serving the military is one of life's regrets. I used to work in the World Trade Center and was in the shadows of the Twin Towers on 9/11, so I have a pretty good understanding of why and what we're fighting for.
Tom really embodies the values of Corning, get involved in the community, make a difference, and provide the leadership and the resources to make things happen and make things better.
90% of life is showing up. Tom has always shown up for the college, and he gives his most precious asset, which some people might think is his money, which we like, but more importantly, it's his time and it's his attention and his caring.
I find SU to be a very unique place. It's a very connected university. There's a lot of community involvement. It's a great environment for a student to walk into, and it's been a fabulous environment for me as a volunteer to walk into as well.
Well, Tom has been a longtime contributor and supporter of the College of Engineering and Computer Science. I believe he began his association with the college on the Dean's Leadership Council in 1992.
We had a small kitchen cabinet kind of a group of senior executives from corporations across the country that gave lots and lots of good advice. I think it was because I saw that our guidance and advice was being listened to and being utilized that made me say, hey, this is a good organization. This is one that's worth continuing to support.
Leadership is leading by example. It is about caring for people, and it is about being good at your job. There's no substitute for knowing what you're doing, and Tom knows what he's doing.
I'm familiar enough with Corning to know that Tom and Barbara's work to support that community, both while Tom was at Corning and since he's been retired, really has made a huge difference.
He's a real go-getter. He makes things happen. He's been chairman of the Corning Gaffer District, which is our downtown development organization, president of the Board of Trustees of Corning Community College, and he has the unique ability, I think, to kind of draw people to him, and they want to get involved, and when they do, working with Tom, they collectively make a real difference in our community.
My vision of a world without sexual violence is a world where I can walk down the streets and feel safe.
My vision of a world without relationship abuse is one in which partners support each other and help each other grow.
Every 5 Minutes, or E5M, is a peer theater troupe that's housed in the Advocacy Center at Syracuse University. And the purpose is to create opportunities for people to explore how they function in relationships. The members of E5M perform for different audiences on campus.
So we do a lot of classes and also Greek organizations, fraternities and sororities. We present skits about sexual assault and relationship abuse to introduce students to realistic scenarios that they might encounter with these issues, but also encourage them to think for themselves what they can do in these situations to either prevent abuse or assault or to help someone who has been through that experience.
Each time we do a performance, I'm very surprised and very grateful for the audience responses, and there's such good dialogue and so many good questions and so many opinions, and people are always so open to talk about things.
Students who participate in this group not only are making a difference in the world, which is huge, but they're also learning leadership skills, they're learning how to work together, they're learning how to collaborate.
You know, I joined E5M to act. I stayed in E5M because it is such an important way for me to reach out to my community and to represent something that is it's so important.
When I graduated in 1929, I did not leave Syracuse campus permanently. I've been connected with it ever since.
When I hear the name Mary Gilmore Smith, I think of someone full of life. Mary was a teacher, a philanthropist, a volunteer, a visionary. She was a trailblazer. She was a role model. Mary never stopped giving.
Throughout my life as a teacher and counselor and an individual involved in education, the most important thing in my planning is to know that I am helping other individuals reach their best goals.
She's seen quite a need for women, and she wanted to give women the opportunity to return to school and better themselves. I know myself, being a single mom, it's quite a challenge. You know, you're trying to juggle work, school, your children.
Those Ada Pi Upsilon ladies and their success means a great deal to us because they would not have an education without their help.
It's very important for me to show my daughters that women can succeed and do big things, and the Mary Gilmore Smith Scholarship has given me an opportunity to return to school and not have to worry about the funding for it.
Her biggest reward was when people came and talked to her. She just wanted people to feel good. That was the reward. If they never turned around and said thank you, that was okay too. Just seeing them be successful.
There's nothing like the sense of worth that comes to an individual who concentrates on serving others.
She is no longer here with us in body, but in spirit and in mind and in soul she's with us. She may be gone, but she's still here, and she is still making a difference and helping many of us, moms, women, and other people make changes because of her belief.